English. So what does the future hold as I'm drawing to an end? That's Seoul and a market in Seoul. And obviously to have such an enormous disparity across, one line, one political demarcation can't hold out forever. Oops. People tell you there are no lights. One of the favorite Google Earths is Vice President Cheney used to show her the darkness in North Korea and the lit up in South Korea. There are more lights. Times are changing. Some of their buildings are actually lit at night. There's also this hotel that they built some 20-some years ago. It was a concrete structure shown on the left, never finished, 104 stories. Back 2 years ago, they started putting glass on there. An Egyptian company was finishing it up. And this last November, it was actually done. And it is one impressive, impressive building. So again, if you look at this from a North Korean standpoint, to look up in the city and see this impressive thing, actually, some progress seems to be happening. Then in addition, they tell you there's no traffic. There's not only traffic, there's some taxi service. And if you could see this and look closely, that taxi is a Ford Focus taxi. Okay, this is in Pyongyang, North Korea. And then we finally started seeing some phone booths, not the Clark Kent sort of phone booths, but at least some phone booths in 2009. And so we said, things are starting to change. But the real coup de grace came on this visit. And hopefully you can see this on the diagram. And it's a young lady talking on a cell phone. And the same on the lower right hand, a person talking on a cell phone. It turns out since 2 years ago, there are now 350,000 cell phones in North Korea. They have 3 separate services. It's all run by the Egyptians also. Egyptians and North Koreans are very good friends. And so eventually that will catch up with them. Now I'll show you for the last, and again because of the nature of the lighting in here, I'm not sure how well it'll show up. But every now and then you catch a picture like that. And here's one I caught in Pyongyang subway. I was coming out and walking down was a young man with a light beige jacket. It was November, had the red bandana for the revolution. Everything looked normal except until I looked at his head. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a baseball cap worn backwards with a Nike swoosh. This is Pyongyang. When that kid gets to be 21 years old, they're going to have a hard time keeping him down on the farm. And so let me end with saying, if there's swoosh, there has to be some hope, even for North Korea. Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen.